Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? What is going down, everybody? We got another best ball draft. Yes, sir. We just entered round 6 of this best ball draft. Let's shout out the crew. Shout out to Devin. What up? What up? New 420 crew member. And shout out to Toyota One. What up? What up? All right. And we're gonna smoke a bowl here real quick and see what's up with everybody. Throw in a chat. What are you guys smoking on right now? And Jerry Swallows, come on, man. Where the hell are you at? Auto drafting in this one. Team's gonna end up sucking. Get in there. Shout out to Tony. What up, bro? He said, hey, fantasy fam, I'm liking my team a lot. Good start. Barkley at the 9 spot. Amon Ra, Nico, Baker Mayfield, and Sam Laporta. Let's go. Uh-oh, who's this Bones? He said, what's good, ding dong, you motherfucker. Who is Bones? Who are you? I don't think I've seen you around here. I don't like being called a ding dong. I'm not a piece of chocolate, okay? With cream in the middle. But I do love ding dongs. Who doesn't? All right. I'm going to read off some of these picks here real quick after the bowl here. PB and waivers. What up, bro? What's going down, PB and waivers? All right. I'm going to pack a bowl of the Sub-Zero number 12. 25% THC. Here we go. And after this bowl, we'll read off some of the chat here. We are some of the draft picks here. We are midway through round 6. As of right now, we have 35 total rounds in this draft. So not for the faint at heart. It's definitely a little bit of a marathon. Take us maybe about an hour and a half to complete this. If people aren't clock sucking out there. All right, here we go. Let's smoke it up, everybody.
All right. Fire them up.
And what Tony say? So what's up with Aaron Rodgers? That fossil plan or not? I don't know. Like it's like the longer it goes, the more it seems like no. And like you think about the teams who like really need a quarterback right now. I would say Pittsburgh, obviously.
Well, obviously.
And then we got Minnesota still like maybe like I know everybody's like hyped on like JJ, but like you just never know how these owners like think. Who else is like Indianapolis? I mean, they need some QB playing. Danny Pesos and Anthony Richardson can't be the answer. Am I right? Who else? I mean, there's really not that many teams because you think like even if you have someone young that they spent like some picks on, they're probably not going to bring him in. Like the only reason you bring him into Minnesota is if there's still, if JJ's recovery hasn't been going well or his progression. All right. PB Waivers said he's working. Well, I'll smoke for you, bro. Hopefully work goes by snippity snap. Tennessee could have Cam not start right away. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I just don't know if you use a number 1 draft pick on someone and like then go out and get a quarterback, like that's not it's just it doesn't seem like it would be the right move. If they would have did it before getting Cam, that would have been different because it's not, I don't know. Wherever Aaron Rodgers goes, like, what kind of contract is he going to get? Like, the Jets were just dumb by giving him the contract that they did. Like, the more time that goes on this, the more and more I feel like he's going to be done. Because, like, what is he going to, like, wait, like, a year till, like, something opens up and then, like, come back? Like, I don't know. That just doesn't seem like the right, like, move. Yeah, it's like he better get with the team soon, or you might as well fucking retire him. Hell yeah, he's old as fuck, man. It's like a year older than me. And in football years, that's old as fuck. Hey, what up, Crispy?
Smoke weed every day.
Let's get it. Perfect timing.
You got perfect time. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
Yeah. All right. Okay, almost done with this bolt. Then we're going to read off some of the draft. We are in round 7 now. There we go. Tony said, I'll take some edibles. Can't smoke. Well, there you go. Edibles do the same. I mean, shit, edibles probably fuck you up more than smoking. I've had some edibles that were like damn near making me hallucinate before them. So, yeah, I'm with you, man. All right. Here we go. Let me read off some of these draft picks here. Started in round 1 with Josh Allen, the Stallion.
Wild Stallion!
Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, Bijan Robinson, Jamar Chase, CD Lamb, Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley, Jaden Daniels, Derrick Henry, and Malik Neighbors. Round 2, Burrow, Mahomes, Herbert, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brian Thomas, CMC, Puka, Bowers, Genty, A-Chain, Irving, and Bucky Irving, and Jonathan Taylor. Hey, the Meat Gazer, what up, bro? He said, Hustler, when you draft Samson, do you scream, I want to talk to Samson? You already know. I haven't, I've been kind of lazy, so I haven't got like the full drop, but hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. EV eating major clock. Man, EV quit clock sucking, bro. Quit clock sucking. But yeah, Meat Gazer, you already know, bro. You know me too well. All right, round 3. Josh Jacobs, Drake London, Travis Hunter, Kyren Williams, Breece Hall, Bo Nix, Ladd McConkey, Hampton, Nico Collins, James Cook, A.J. Brown, Trey McBride. 4th round. C.J. Stroud, Marvin Harrison Jr., Chase Brown, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Joe Mixon, Ken Walker, Drake May, Caleb Williams, Alvin Kamara, JSN, and Jared Goff. 5th round. Garrett Wilson, RJ Harvey, Tyreek Hill, Dak Prescott, Purdy, Love, JJ McCarthy, Trevor Lawrence, Sam Laporta, T. Higgins, David Montgomery, and Rashee Rice. 6th round. Tet McMillan, Travis Etienne, Scary Terry McLaurin, Pacheco, Fields, Bryce Young, Mike Evans, DJ, I want to score more. Chuba Hubbard, Tua, James Conner, Matt Stafford. 7th round. This is we're at the end of the 7th right now. Devontae Adams, Geno Smith, Devonta Smith, Chris Olave, Michael Penix, Aaron Jones, George Kittle, Cam Ward, Cortland Sutton, Russ Wilson.
It's too much of us, it's dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip phone squad is dangerous.
And Spencer Rattler and Travion Henderson. Yeah. All right. All the hard work's done. Here goes Anthony Richardson. What? Tony, you waited too long. Are all the starters gone now? Is that the last starter available? Ouch. Xavier Worthy.
Go give it to you.
Oh, totally missed Brian Robinson getting drafted by Crispy.
For the bullet in his bubble goes. He
before the bullet in his bubble. You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
All right. Tony said lack of options. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I feel it. K2, what it do? What's going down, bro? If he's healthy, he can put up points. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. I have to get a song going here. And damn, you picked Anthony Richardson over Darnold, bro? Dang it. I wouldn't have done that. And it started off with 10 divisions, only 120 teams total. And last year's 142 divisions, and this year we're trying to crack 200. So yeah, man, it's super fun. And wait for like during the season when we get like some of these weekly recaps going, and I highlight some of the highest scoring teams throughout the week. We highlight some of the highest scoring teams throughout the year. It's fun, man. It is fun. And hell yeah, Tony said, I love Limp Bizkit too. I mean, we're the same age. We're pretty much the same age. So yeah, man. I mean, not every Limp Bizkit song, but there's a handful for sure. And like my love for wrestling, that one is always connected to The Undertaker for sure. And Chewy, what up, bro? Hey, I appreciate you holding it down on Twitch. Hell yeah. I said, I'll still never transfer over to YouTube fully yet. He said, if I'm on there, I'll watch over there. And if I'm here, I'm here. I appreciate you, brother. We need more, bro. We need more. Hell yeah. All right. Let me see. What round did I read last? I think I read off round 7 last. So here we go with round 8. Romy Roma Dunze, Jackson Dart, Brian Robinson. We'll play it again.
Before the bullet in his bubble goes, before the bullet in his bubble goes, you can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
Anthony Richardson, Xavier Worthy,
X gon' give it to you.
Judkins, Sam Darnold, Metcalf, Pickens, Waddle, Kelsey, and Godwin. 9th round, Swift, Jamison Williams, Pollard, Caleb Johnson, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison, Jaden Reed, Jerry Jeudy, Zaire Franklin, Khalil Shakir, Roquan Smith, Tyler Warren. There we go. And Tony said we like in Najee with Amari on there. Yeah, is Amarion gonna probably get more touches, per game by the end of the year? Like, yeah, probably he will be, but I don't think it's gonna be like that the whole year. I think that Najee is gonna start off as the main guy. It's gonna be a nice split, but then I feel like somewhere during the season it'll kind of turn into a 50-50 split, and then maybe by the end of the season Amarion takes over. But this also could be like Najee's like 1 year where they kind of like run him into the dirt. They only have him for 1 year, and to kind of preserve Amarion to make sure that they don't run him into the dirt for his very first season. So yeah, and didn't even realize I thought that Najee already got picked. But yeah, I mean, I don't hate Najee. Like, there's a lot of people who say like Najee's going to be like second fiddle, not play at all. Like, I don't think that that's going to be the case. Mr. Magic, what up? What's going down? You got perfect timing.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
Let's get it.
Roll a fatty for this pimp daddy.
So put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right. Fire 'em up.
I'll smoke it with you, bro.
Bong hit.
Hits from the bone. Let me hit that bone. Any word on Tyreek, or he's probably getting traded? I feel like the longer that it goes on, the less likely that he is to get traded. Yeah. And I hope I hope Amarian does take over soon because I got him in a rookie draft in my first dynasty league. Well, here's the thing, like, yeah, we all want him to take over, but we also don't want him to get hurt in his rookie year. Like, that's like, you know, we would rather him be efficient early rather than getting like ran into the dirt with like just a crazy amount of carries like early. Because he's good enough to be efficient. And Joe, what up, bro? He said Cam Ward going to make the Titans fantasy viable for a change. Man, I hope so. I mean, at least like Calvin Ridley, like, you know, like, I mean, I feel like a lot of people, like, especially in this tournament, draft Ridley as like their 10th, 11th, you know, like type of player, maybe 9th, you know, let's say 9, 10, or 11 player. So like end of the starting lineup or maybe like first bench, like type of guy. If Cam makes him way more relevant, like, dude, Ridley might win people championships, but Cam's also got to like feed him like crazy, you know, like get him to 150 targets, you know, type thing. Cause like that wasn't happening like before, you know. And like more out of like, I mean, crazy run game, but also just out of like QB sucking in the past and not being able to like, you know, that saying, throw a player open, you know, like, because like they say, like with Patrick Mahomes, even if you're covered, you're really not covered because he can throw you open, you know, like if Cam could do that. I like the little sidearm, little slinging passes that we see from him. He looks like a baseball player fucking like throwing from shortstop kind of, you know, when he was out there. He's got some zip on his ball. It looks good. It looks way better than what Shador is fucking looking like out there. Because like they put it in slow motion when Cam zips it and it still looks fast. Like that's how you know he's got some zip. Right? K2, new rule. Don't ask about guys who are still on the board, right? Because yeah, I don't want to be a guy who like makes someone like draft a guy or not draft a guy because of me like board talking or whatever. Is I think Najee will get worked. Yeah, I mean he should, right? I mean that would just be smart, and then not run Amarian into the dirt right away. Like, what about Stevenson and Henderson? New England seems to be committed to Stevenson. Or am I wrong? No, I mean, I think they are committed to Stevenson. And like, you think about the Patriots for the longest time, they're always like kind of like a headache in the backfield because like they deploy multiple guys. Like they've been doing that since before it was a thing that everybody else did. You know, like they were getting those scat back type of guys who like you remember, what was his name? Fucking damn it. James, who was the New England running back? James something or something James. I really can't think of it right now, but just think of like how he would not have worked with so many fucking teams, but he worked perfectly with New England because he was like a dump off type of guy. You know, like everyone kind of has their roles, and it kind of like sucks that like sometimes everyone having a role. James White. There you go. Thank you, Brendan. I couldn't think of his last name to save my life. James White. Exactly. And so like everybody has their role, and sometimes it sucks because that role might not get used that much in a game. And, you know, like that's the part that just sucks about New England running backs, you know? So they're paying Stevenson. It's not like he's not paid, and it's not like they can't. I know they could get out of the contract next year without paying like a crazy amount of money. But like, he's like awesome on first down, like when they throw it to him, you know, because like he's not just going to be like a bruiser up the middle. And like, we love that, man, getting catches on first and second down. Hell yeah. Yeah, LeGarrette Blount was a TD beast a little bit ago. Shit, I think he got like 18 with him, right? And PB Waiver said, fuck that guy, cost Atlanta a chip. Yeah, he did. K2 said all good. It was funny. He just went right after. Yeah, exactly. And Toker once said, hell, I had Tannehill and Mahomes in a 2 QB league and won my championship. Yeah, I mean, there's years where there's just crazy injuries. You know, I mean, remember a couple years ago, 2 years ago, I guess, when like every single quarterback got hurt. Like that was insane. I remember winning a championship with Gardner Minshew, and I don't even think I had a second quarterback because it was so bad. Stevenson's money's high for sure. Yeah, I think it's like 4 years, 40 mil or something like that. 4 years, 39 mil, or 3 years, 39 mil. And PB and Waiver says Stevenson's only owed 3 mil next year. Really? Let me go see. Am I wrong about his contract? Yeah, 4 years, 36 mil. Yeah, the dead cap. So, well, no, he's not owed 3 million. If they cut him, then they would have to pay him 3 million. But he's says he's making 7.6 mil next year if they don't cut him. And he's technically signed through 2028. But because I guess it was a 4-year extension that he got. But yeah, still, even he's getting paid $5.5 million this year. Like, it's crazy that he's like high, a high paid running back getting $5.5 million, for the year. Let's see. Highest paid running backs in 2025. Let's just say per year. Shit, Saquon's earning 20 mil a year. CMC 16 a year. Jonathan Taylor 14. Alvin Kamara 12. Josh Jacobs 12. Aaron Jones 10. Joe Mixon 9.9. James Conner 9.5. David Montgomery 9.1. See, David Montgomery still paid a lot. And Ramondre Stevenson's number 10 at 9 mil. And I guess they're just averaging, the contract because it's 4 years, 36 or whatever. You the man, Toker 1, so you will be first, bro. Appreciate you, my brother. And how about this song for... Yeah, I think I saw the video. Of the bag or whatever. Like, man, he was just out there trying to live his best life, man. I wonder if that was something that was his, some of his boys like brought it. Like, man, but yeah, what happened? K2 says it's gonna live forever. Yeah. Yeah, he's not gonna. It's probably not. Nothing's gonna get let down. I'm sure. Or forgot about. Despite the name, pink cocaine, mixture of stimulants, hallucinogens, opioids, and other psychoactive substances. It contains synthetic stimulants, 2C or 2CB. Okay. So they're just getting wild. They're just getting really wild then, huh? I don't know. They should call it Pink Daddy. Dang it. I knew there was a song that I needed to get, and I just remembered. But it goes perfect with it's perfect with what we're talking about. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So all I saw was that they said it's a possibility that he gets cut. He hasn't got cut or anything yet, right? And hey, Buddha Baker. I always forget about Buddha Baker. And he's so fucking good. And he should be drafted high as fuck in these IDP leagues, that's for sure. Because, dude, he's like comes close to like leading the league in tackles every year. He gets hella tackles. Man, look at Cowboy fan over there. He's on fire with the IDPs. Zaire, Sherwood, and Buddha Baker. Whew. That's money. Let's start with let me read off round 10 and a couple rounds after. So we got Fred Warner and went at the 10-1, then Micah Parsons, Jalen Warren, Najee, Tracy, Ridley, Myers, Cup, Golden, Scatabo, Debo, Jennings. Round 11, Charbonnet, Ricky Pearsall, Ramondre Stevenson, Max Crosby, Javonte Williams, Trey Harris, Josh Downs, Hawkinson, Kincaid, Mason, Raheed Shaheed, and Nick Bolton. Round 12, TJ Edwards, Brandon Ayuk, Mooney, Sherwood, Olakun, Diggs, Ingram, Pitts, Ernest Jones, Zach Bond, Blue is your boy, Blue, Keon Coleman. 13th round, Egbuka, Ray Davis, Caden Ellis, Njoku, Benson, Spears, Andrews, Bobby Okereke, Tyler Shaw, Jonathan Brooks, Jalen McMillan, and TJ Watt. Round 14, Myles Garrett, Rashad Bateman, Bobby Wagner, Buda Baker, Higgins, Howard, Jack Campbell, Hutchinson, Spillane, Brian Branch, Edrin Cooper, and Jake Ferguson. Round 15, and then we're caught up. Rashad White, Jesse Bates, Levante David, Loveland, Hamilton, Henley, Bernard, Pittman, Jonnu Smith, Nick Benito, Alex Singleton, and Tootin. Rootin' Tootin. Okay. Tony said, loving my team. I mean, your team's pretty solid, bro. I mean, except that QB2 spot. That's hella suspect. But everything besides that, I mean, it's pretty well-rounded, including IDP, and your bench is looking money. And Carl, yes, sir. So you'll be after Tony. That's Cowboys fan on Sleeper. Yeah, Blue went early. Said whoever took Blue is going to be feeling Blue when he underperforms. I mean, 12th round, it's the bench, but yeah, I don't really see a reason why in their starting, like maybe they drafted some of the other Dallas guys, but nah. All right. I got to refill my water. I guess I didn't do that before the show. So let me put on the song and then I'll be back in a minute. Let's see. Let's see. Someone just asked for the 26 link. Where? Let's see. Did I? All right. Where did I leave off at? I left off at round 15 was the last one. So let's see. Cooper runs 4.51. Lad runs a 4.39. Yeah, I mean, that might not seem like a big difference, but it's kind of a big difference. Round 16, we got Burden, Nick Cross, Guerendo, Kraft, Beck, Kyle Williams, Cashman, Mason Taylor, Logan Wilson, Hunter Henry, Patrick Queen. She's a killer queen. Ben Strange. 17th round. Quincy Williams, Pat Fryermuth, Van Ginkel, Cody Barton, Will Anderson, Bigsby, Luvu. Who got in the zone? Schmelly got in the zone. Get in the zone. Anal zone. EJ Speed, Jermaine Pratt, Demario Davis, Christian Kirk. Round 18, N'Kobe Dean, Quay Walker, Kareem Hunt, Cade Otton, Jonathan Grenard, Eckler, Mims, Aziz Al-Shair, Hollywood Brown. Sing about Hollywood. Dallas Goedert, Trey Hendrickson, and Cam Bynum. Yeah, the guy who made that that trade, pretty goofy. Pretty goofy. I don't know why he would do that. Because what do you guys think about that pick? I mean, about that trade. So Bijan, side A is Bijan Robinson. Side B is RJ Harvey, Matthew Golden, and a 2026 first rounder. And I totally forgot. Did he pay for first round in this one? Totally didn't. So I pushed it through and just got leagues mixed up. All right. Yeah, I totally clicked that one too fast. Oh, he didn't trade his own pick. Let me go see. I mean, it wasn't him. It was oh wait, I'm totally wrong. It was he actually got Bijan, so he actually got the side that I like. Who? So I messed up on that. So who is the one who traded away the pick? I seem totally. Oh, perfect. Actually, he traded for the pick and then he traded it away. All right. All right. Yeah, not even close. Bijan all day. Yeah. So that was the guy who was on the opposite end of bad trades that I saw him make. But even if it wasn't his own pick, he still traded away an asset to that pick, so you still make him pay. Or it's only if it's his own pick. Yeah, because he still has all his picks. He didn't trade any of them away. And the person who traded the pick to him, they're paid, because they had to pay to trade that away. It's a trade in a dynasty league that just happened right now. So it was Bijan for RJ Harvey, Matthew Golden, and a 2026 first. And I think most of us agree that we want the Bijan side. I don't want my QB if AR gets hurt. Shrek could be starting by then. So the rest of my team looks fire. Not too shabby. We'll see when we get to the grades, but no, I mean, from what I saw early, It was looking good. Let's see, what other song could we do? Nice. Tucker once I got a podcasting mic for an early Father's Day gift today. Sweet. Awesome, dude. Step one. That trade is ass. Yeah, it's not good at all. Not good at all. I mean, the way that I think of it is someone traded Bijan for 3 rookie firsts. But I wouldn't have even traded Bijan for 3 rookie firsts, so I feel he's worth more. He said I made some bad trades. Yeah, that one's not a good one. And I think it was yeah, and the guy who got Bijan said he originally offered McBride, Pickens, and a first, and then he countered with that. So that guy's definitely going he's definitely like looking for next year and beyond. All right, let's see. Let's get another song going here.
What's up? Right now, this is Mac Miller with my homie 3J. You know what I'm saying? It's 420. Pip jar, baby. Get me fucked up. High as hell.
A lot of IDPs this round. I see a lot of DBs that just went. And let me see what. I think I read round 18 last, so we'll get to round 19 here shortly. Another DB, Antoine Winfield. It's a solid pick in the 21st round. Xavier Legette.
X gon' give it to you.
Let's get high. Hey, I want to talk to Samson. That's way too early for Samson, bro. This is like 3rd string right now. Mostert. Woo. TJ, what up, bro? Let's get high. Man, TJ, and did you see a lot of the comments on the trade that I posted? Because they were they kind of thought the same thing that I thought, where you could have got more for all of those picks. Probably would have had to sell them to multiple people though. We better knock me in the next week. Samson went in round 21 in Bad Boys, about 5 rounds too early. I got Corm in the 21st. Yeah. Didn't realize Chin had a few big point games last year with his dual role. Yeah. When he was a rookie, he was a beast, and then he got hurt, and he kind of like stayed hurt for a couple years. And last year was kind of like his resurgence. And I mean, the Raiders DBs always score decent points, even if they're not like that dope. So I got some Jeremy Chins out there, so let's hope that he can. New to IDP, so learning a lot quick. Hell yeah, man. You're doing it the right way, though. You line up tonight's show on IDP. Because it's not hard. I mean, it's really not. And I feel like the reason why people say it's hard is because they're not out here like doing shit like this, like getting into drafts, you know, like to like learn. Because like that's the only way you learn is by like drafting. And I know sometimes like, you know, I know a lot of people just take my word for it right now if you've never played an IDP before. But you can see the points that were scored previously by these guys. So, you know, I'm not just like blowing smoke. Because I know sometimes people don't really learn till like in the season, you know? Like, I mean, when things are actually happening and points are getting scored, and you're like, hey, this guy does suck. I should have picked this guy or whatever. He said, love this best ball, multiple leagues to get better. Said the Patreon list helps too. Hell yeah, man. I've been telling everyone who has Patreon, go to the collections tab on Patreon, and then you'll see a collection that says 2025 draft prep. And that everything that I'm putting that will help with drafts for the entire off season will be there. So obviously the longer that time goes on, the more will be there. And T said I saw some, said he said it's valid, so I'm pretty happy when you look at the teams of the picks I got, and also 2026 first and 4. Yeah, and you know, who's to say that you might not have been able to get more, but you know, sometimes it's harder though, because you got to make multiple trades, you got to negotiate with multiple people, you know, all that. So I guess I just feel like when you give up 3 firsts, like how many did you get back? You got like 3 back, I think. It's like I just would have wanted more than 3 back because you gave up 3, you know. And you gave up a third, but that was kind of like whatever. And then you got back what, 2/3, I think, or 2 seconds. I mean, so that's really what, you know. Like I feel like I would have wanted more first rounders in that whole mix. And then, you know, obviously a couple seconds on top is going to be nice also. Because when you think about it, you might have been able, like, even if you drafted with the notion of trading, like once you draft those players, you could still trade them away, you know. Just, you know, I'm just like spitballing for like stuff in the future, because like if you don't think that you can get if you don't think that you're getting good value, you make the trades and you make the picks, and then you go about your business like trying to sell those guys, you know, when the time is right. This trade's super blah. But here's another one that came in. Mason Rudolph, Zach Wilson, a 26 5th and a 26 7th for Kirk Cousins and Nick Nash. That's a lot of blah. All right. I gave up 2 seconds and I moved back 1 spot in the 25 and got a 3 feature first. Well, because you're calling it a pick swap. Like, because you pretty much swapped first rounders. Yeah, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm not saying it was really bad or good. I mean, it was probably kind of neutral for me for the way that everything happened, because obviously the person gave up more in total. I guess you just don't know where those picks are going to be next year, you know. Like that's the only thing that's kind of tough because you hope that they're like equivalent to the ones that you gave up. They could be lower though. Could be lower, could be higher. We don't know. We don't know yet. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm about to pack another bowl here. What was the last round that I read? 18. So here we go with round 19. We got Roshan Johnson, Aaron Rodgers, Wandale Robinson, Tillman, Algier, Corum, Pickett, Braylon Allen, Nick Bosa, Josh Palmer, Harold Landry, Tyrese Knight. Round 20, Demario Douglas, Gerald Ford, Jerome Ford, Jerome, Josie Jewell. Yeah, there goes Sanders in the 20th. See, look at I forget who picked him like hella early yesterday, it seemed like. And then likely Julian Love, Peyton Wilson, Neil Flacco, Pierce, Thielen, Devin Lloyd. Round 21, McFadden, Brandon Jones, Starks, Milton, Derwin James, Medalist, Ertz, Winfield, Xavier Legette.
Give it to you.
I want to talk to Sampson. And Mostert, Danny Pesos. 22, Milrow, Schultz, Leonard Williams. Damn it, Chris, why are you picking him so early? Jeremy Chin, Kirby Joseph, Del Pitt, Justice Hill, Royals, Pat Bryant, Wright, Chubb, and Yvonne Pace. Samson, how you feel about my trade with TJ and the number 31? I guess I gotta go check because there's so many trades that come through per day. It's like it's hard for me to even like remember any trades. Let's see. Uh, 27 first and second for a 26 1 2 and 3. A lot of similar trades. Traded 26 1 2 and 3 for 27 first and second. I didn't remember it. I looked it up. Oh, and you got Zach Allen said had to killed Williams first. You seen those King Charles dog videos? That badass dog has big ass elbows, bowing down on him when he walks by. No, have not. Huh. So let's see. I guess let's read out round 23 and 24. Zach Allen, Xavier McKinney.
Give it to you.
Newbin, Trevor Etienne, Tennille Hunter, Gesicki, Rico Dowdle, Duggar, Komet, Roman Bolson, Justin Reed, and QJ Quentin Johnston. It's a Great Dane that has the bows down pretty sick. I was extremely not low yesterday and was sending out too many trades. Oh, man. Don't trade and don't drink and trade. Don't smoke and trade. If you're too high, just don't trade. So where to leave off at? 24. Quentin Lake, Tremaine Edmonds, Leonard Floyd. And Leonard Floyd, dude, I get him in the 35th round. Why are you taking him in the 24th? Get him in the 35th, dude. And Jordan Battle, friend of the show. Dobbins, Verse, Diaby, Noel, Hunter, Dorian Williams, Brian Burns, Mo Rig. 25th round, Greenlaw. Hey, Coker, Walker, Giddens, Josh Hines Allen, Cam Curl, Ashton Davis, Dubs, Bland, Wicks, Alante Taylor. I'm waiting on the last one. And it's just saying shit, but ain't walking up. Another badass. He said, what Corso would eat? Who? Corso? Who? Andre, what up? Said, how's on another planet? Nah, man, I'm just on cloud 11, okay? Extremely not low, that is for sure. Yeah, right before, maybe like an hour before the show is when I got some food delivered, and man, I got this from this Thai food spot. Man, it's so good. I swear it's like just 2 or 3 pounds, like the pad thai. It's fucking fat. That's got me in a little bit of a coma. I just need to get another song on. Let's see.
This thing right here, yeah, tell me about it. It's letting all the people know. Ooh, what's that? What burnouts talk about?
What do they talk about, baby? Jamie said, I got the Wingstop 20 wings for $20. Man. I said I ate them all when I got them the other day, but then I remembered like Wingstop just isn't good. It's really not. I'm glad you like it, Jamie. Maybe they just make it better where you're at. But I mean, I ate it all because I was hella high. But yeah, it was not good. Baby, that bong, 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 bong. The old Q gets to think of these rats. Yeah. You gonna auto the rest? You gotta work early in the morning. You think Bond is gonna get picked up? I mean, shit, he's dealing with the domestic violence shit, man, right? Like, no one's gonna touch him until they find out why. I mean, until they find out the outcome. Because, yeah, no one's going to give him a signing bonus or anything, or, you know, want to bring him around anything, and then they got to cut him later. That shit was just at the wrong time that he did that. I mean, every time's the wrong time, but you know what I mean. Wingstop's pretty good around here, okay. Then as fuck, yeah. I got the hot honey, the Mexican street, and the atomic. Ooh, man, you're gonna have that butthole burning, man. Said no. Oh, I build the queue and then make it off of there. Okay. To not eat clock, yeah. Tyreek still in the league. Come on, man. Don't be hating on Tyreek. Nice. All right. Doesn't work Sunday. Perfect. I bet you still get hella tired though. His body would just be on that same clock, man. He'll end up a cowboy. So I want to be a cowboy, baby. No, not Tyreek. You better not be. Yeah, Bond. Yeah. Or a Raider, right? Cowboys or Raiders. I feel like those two, they're they give people second chances, which we appreciate. Let's see. Finally won. Oh yeah, Greg Hardy. Yeah. I mean, he's a big motherfucker, but like, that's different when you get to the UFC, and it's like, you know, you don't got to be big. Like, all these guys got technique. you know. Your tears are my joy. And Tony said Knicks officially out. Fuck the Knicks. This will be for the Knicks. How about that? Hold on. Oh, and you said I'm a Heat fan too. Boo the Knicks. Yeah, classic. You know what they got to do?
Get your bars up.
Get your bars up. I don't like Rick Ross, but that part's fire. Just gonna play just some of these random songs on the soundboard, just cause. To remind everybody what kind of drops we got.
So seductive. I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop.
Crispy, where you
Go
at?
ahead, girl, don't you
Clock,
stop.
suck it.
Keep on going
Said he
till you
turns
hit
his
the spot. Oh,
notifications
you
off
can
when
have
he
it
does
your
the,
way.
when he does the
How do
fast
you
draft.
want it? Gonna back that thing up or should I push up on it? Break it down for you now, baby, it's simple. You be an info, I'll be an info. Got the magic stick, I'm the love doctor. Your friends teasing me about a sprung, I got you. Wanna show me how you work it, baby, no problem. Get on top, and you're about to ride like a
Such a good one. How about this? Oh, and then totally switch it up to this one. Woo. Let's see, what other ones do I got on here?
I want to take me to funky town.
Dang it, which one? Man, let me know if someone's taking forever, guys. Like, don't just like assume that like they're randomly gonna get it. Which one? I'll send him a text right now. He's working like crazy hours and going to school right now. That's Mike Joseph. All right. Let me know which one. Tell me which one, Crispy. But I just texted him and said on the clock. He's on the clock, right? Or does he need to do something else? What else? All right. I need to get more songs added to that too. There we go. Tony said into the 30s. We're getting there. We're knee deep, baby. Let's keep pushing it. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? It is. Yeah. All right. Probably sneak in one more song before the grades. There we go. Yep, Rob, you'll be after Armani. Okay. Who are we starting with? Tony was first. No, Toker 1 was first. Yeah, with the super chat. Where is it? Oh, the Bayou. All right. There we go. Shout out to Toker 1. You the man. And appreciate it. You left it out. You asked with a super chat attached. You and Tony. Much appreciated. If you guys want to show some love to the show, hit the $sign and leave a super chat or a super sticker. It is much appreciated. The show is 100% fan funded. So help a brother out. And Here we go. So started off with the QBs, Mahomes, Rattler, and Dart. Ooh, not I would much rather have another QB2 in there above those guys, and then Jacoby Brissett. I mean, Mahomes is like a B plus guy to me still, but like Rattler, like I mean, he's like a C at best, and Dart, I mean, Dart's like a D. I usually wouldn't even put a guy like Dart in like the starting QB conversation. Like dang, dude, like why didn't you pick Dart? Like I know that like Darnold's not the best, but like why wouldn't you pick Darnold in front of like one of those guys? Because at least he's a starter. Like he's not going to lose his job unless it's what's it called, an injury. Having a cheap membership helps too. Yeah, the $3 one. There's a 3, a 5, a 10. Show some love. Let me get the link to throw in there. Because there's not too many things that I plug, but I will I will mention all the stuff where it's supporting the show. It's we are going to be having some raffles. I guess I could let the cat out of the bag now. So in June, there's going to be it's going to be from June until like all of June and then through 7/10. There's going to be 3 bongs that are going to be raffled off from Cannabis Now, just like real dope glass on glass. And so it'll be like a month that we tally up. It'll be super chats, and then anyone who's on the Patreon on $10 or more, the superstar tier or more, you guys will be all entered as well. And hold on, where the hell? All right, and here's the link to join if you're on Apple, because for whatever reason can't join with Apple. All right, and get that out of the way. Okay, so back to the Bayou. I think I'm gonna give it a B-. I can't make it a C with Patrick Mahomes. Hopefully these guys add up to a good QB2 for you. Let me see. Running backs: Derrick Henry, Montgomery, Travis Etienne. Man, you took Etienne too early. You probably didn't have to take him that early. Henry's an A to me. Montgomery is like a B, and Etienne's like a C plus. I'm gonna say a B plus total for that. And wide receivers: AJ Brown, Marvin Harrison. And then let me see. So 7. So Shaheed, Ayuk, and McMillan would all be starters technically. Dang. But AJ Brown and Marvin Harrison definitely bringing that average up, though. I'm gonna say a B because of the huge drop off. But I feel like if there wasn't such a huge drop off, probably be a little bit closer to a B plus. IDP starting off with Roquan and Micah Parsons, Alex Singleton, Nick Cross, Demario Davis. Yeah, that's top 5. I mean, that's dope. Quay Walker, Harold Landry, also fire. Reed, Tremaine Edmonds, Alontae Taylor. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna say a B plus for all of that. It's a lot of money right there for sure. And let's see the bench. Ooh, I mean, it starts at round 14 with Bateman, then Ford, Mostert, Schultz, Lockett, Yoshivas, Noah Fant, Gibson, Singletary, Butte, Higbee, Dortch, and MVS. First time I took Parsons, you didn't seem to like it. Did I understand it wrong, or did you increase your liking? No. I did not. I think I've been very clear saying that like Micah Parsons shouldn't be drafted towards the top. So yeah, I mean, I swore that I've already told Toker One this, that I wouldn't draft Micah Parsons that high, but you know, sometimes if you just like someone, you just draft them high, you know. But he's just not going to pay off that draft capital. He's not a top IDP guy. Like he's a top D lineman, like maybe like top 5, you know, 6 for D lineman. But when you don't have a D line position, which we don't in this, it's just 5 IDP flexes. The inside linebackers are going to be the ones who are like way more valuable, like when it comes to like the top guys. And Robert said, which one of these drafters tonight is the dirtiest player in the game? Woo! Hold on, where is it? Woo! You the man, Rob. I think I'm going to say a C+ for your man. Woo! And Nick said, great draft tonight. Woo! I say Cowboy. Who is the dirtiest player in the game? I'll tell you, it's probably Crispy. He knows everybody inside and out. And probably when it comes to sniping me, I don't think anybody sniped me more than Crispy over the years. All right, so let's see how this all shaped out here. So it was a B-, a B+, a B, a B+, and then a C+. So the running backs and the IDP bringing the average up. Wide receivers maintaining the average, and then the quarterbacks and the bench bringing the average down. Yeah, see, I think that the good is going to cancel out the bad, and it's going to meet at an 85. Yeah, there we go. JJ McCarthy said said gonna drop his name once a show. All right, just hey. You could be a homer if you want to, okay? We all know that you love the Vikings, TJ. I know a lot of people love JJ. I'm just I'm not gonna say he's a top 10 guy. There's just too many people who wanna put him in that. What does the little wrench icon mean? He said, how do I get one? Still learning. It means you're a mod of the show. And you just ask, because any 420 crew member, like Patreon 420 crew member, I give you guys the nod. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. We got like, I don't know, 20 people watching, but we only got like 10 thumbs up. Let's change that, guys. All right, so Tony, put another chat in, and then you should have the little wrench. Does anybody else want the wrench next to their name where they could be a mod? Where you'll be a mod for the show as well. Because while I'm over here, anybody asks, I could just click the button and lock it in. There you go. Tony got it. He said, cool beans. There we go. All right. Skull. Did you guys did you guys ever see the interview that I did with Ricky Williams, where there was a Vikings fan who asked him to do a skull, and he did it? Skull. I said I've been a mod on Discord for like 8 years. Is it similar? Yeah, and most of the time you don't have to do anything. It's more of a status thing most of the time. Because yeah, really, it's only going to be if we get like spammers or you know, or if there's someone just being, you know, a total ass or whatever, you know, muting people or whatever. But that doesn't really happen that often. Remember, the 96 will finish with an A at least. How many rookies did I draft? So the what did it say? No, it didn't finish with an A. I said it finished with an 85. 85. It was a B. All right. Tony Squad's up next. Cowboy fan. All right, but we always start off with the quarterbacks, and Baker, I mean, you know, I say he's a B plus on a good day, but Anthony Richardson, man, he's like a C plus. Colorado head coach Deion Sanders in North Carolina, Bill Belichick or not in the EA college football 26 game. Yeah, of course not, man. They control their own likeness. They didn't sign with the you know, with the NCAA likeness or whatever. Let's see the options. I have a lot of mod experience. Interesting. You need a Discord moderator. I have a ton of time being one to help. Yeah, definitely. We need to get Discord more active. Is because like it was active like during COVID, and then like after COVID, it kind of just died. So like I haven't really done much there. But yeah. Bill's never been in Madden, yeah, because he never signed the NFLPA likeness agreement or whatever. See, I know what you said. I'm gonna I'm gonna prove it to be better. There we go. Rob, you the man. You the man. Appreciate you, my brother. All right. We're gonna get this we're gonna try to get through these ones quick because I know I take my time on these sometimes. All right, here we go. So it was the Baker and Richardson. And Jamie said, I hate Discord. I prefer Datcord. I don't know what that is. Got Tyler Shah and Shadur as well. They won't really affect. And then Ewers. So, man. I'm going to say B- for the quarterbacks. And running backs, Barkley, Pacheco, Najee. I mean, Barkley's an A. Pacheco's like a B-, and Najee's maybe like a C+. So I think it would drop it all down. I'm gonna say it's a B. And then wide receivers, Amon-Ra, Nico, Laporta, Sutton, and Kincaid would be in that mix as well. I'm going to say B+ for that. IDP, Zaire Franklin, Sherwood, Buda Baker, EJ Speed, fire. Nick Bosa, fire. Jeremy Chin, hey, Jordan Battle, friend of the show, Jordan Battle. And the first two guys left super chats, and but yeah, you'll jump up in front of everyone else, and I'm gonna go quick through them. We're gonna get quick through all of these. Bland, Tranquil, Kobe Bryant, Sauce Gardner, Nolan Smith. So, not a fan of Drew Tranquil. I don't really like Sauce because he's more of like a shutdown corner, so he doesn't usually pad up the stats. But I do like Kobe Bryant. Bland is solid. You know, I mean, you're a Cowboy fan, so I mean, you gotta be a little homer with it sometimes, right? But yeah, not too shabby. And then I mean, the top of your IDP, very top heavy. I don't think it's top heavy enough to be an A, but I'm gonna give it a B+. And where's the bench kick in at? Janu. Man, Jonnu in the 15th. Jonnu and Kraft. And Otten, like, man, I mean, as much as people hate on Otten, like there was like weeks where he was like killing it. And then Xavier Leggett.
X gon' give it to you. What?
Komet, Fannin, Michael Wilson, Calvin Austin, Tutu Atwell, and Turpin. I'm gonna say a B- for the bench where it's neutral. Okay, so what did this all equal? So it was a B-, B, a B+, a B+, and a B-. So the wide receivers and the IDP bringing the average up. Yep, and then the running backs kind of maintaining the average, and then the quarterbacks bringing the average down a little bit, and then the bench is neutral. So yeah, I can't remember what number you said, but this is an 86. This one's going to be an 86 tonight. Yeah, because the quarterbacks, you had 2 B+ in there, so the B+ and the B- kind of cancel themselves out, and then you had the extra one, which makes me bump it up from an 85 to an 86. There you go. All right. So Rob's going to be next. And we got Bo Nix, Jordan Love, Sam Darnold. So you got 3 starters in there at least. Kirk Cousins, Stidham, and Willis. Let's see. Didn't get all 3. That would have been good, though. And Tony said 86 is fire, though. Hell yeah. And Sam, you are... Hold on. Who are you after? You're after Carl Sibo. So, Sibo's next, and then you're after him, and then Brown, and then K2, and then Armani. There we go. Okay. You should get the Kobe drop when someone says Kobe Bryant. Yeah. You know what? Which one would be funny? You guys remember Along Came Polly? I can't remember the guy's name, but you know, the super pale white guy, and they're playing basketball, and he was like, Kobe, Rain Man, and all of those different ones. And what would make the bench better? I was using your advice to go tight end heavy to bring the grade up. Well, I mean, that's what brought your grade up to like a B-. So it would be a more top heavy bench. Cause like if a lot of your guys come in like rounds, let's just say 25 through 35, somewhere, you know, in there, it's probably like the highest will be like a B-. But like, you know, if you spend like a bunch of picks in the teen rounds, you know, in the high teen rounds, like I think it was picking a couple IDP guys, you know, that's a reason why you might you know, picking those IDP guys instead of getting like the bench guys, or where else? I mean, guys, Leggett's not really a guy that's gonna like raise your grade too much. But yeah, see a lot of your guys. I mean, Calvin Austin, you know, he's not gonna be raising your grade. Michael Wilson, you know. But yeah, I mean, really, it's like it was those 3 picks, the Sherwood, Shah, and Buda Baker, where like if you pick 3 offensive guys there, you know, you probably have a better shot to like get like a B- a B is probably the highest that you could get for the bench, and that will like raise the that'll raise the overall grade instead of like being neutral. Yeah, there you go. Bland is who he thought we was. Hold on, where is it? Do I have that? No, I don't have that one. And we let him off the hook. And hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you. Back to Rob. So where was I here? And he said, I'm a Cardinals fan. Did I get the reference, Chris? Yeah. He is who we thought he was. And we let him off the hook. I got to get that one. That is a funny drop. These are the coach drops that I have.
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. In my opinion, that sucked.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
Peace out, Tony.
I want winners. I want people that want to win.
All right. So was there any other? Yeah. So you didn't get you didn't get all three of the backups. So we're just playing this straight. And I mean, Bo Nix and Jordan Love are kind of like B's for me. Sam Darnold, I'm a little bit nervous because of the new environment. And so I'm calling him a B-. I think I'm going to give it a B because you have two guys who are in the B range. And I mean, those are the guys you drafted higher as well. Running backs, Ken Walker and Aaron Jones. Dang, is that it? Yeah. I mean, Ken Walker is like a B to me. Aaron Jones is like a B-, but because of your lack of depth, I'm going to say just B- for that. Yeah, that would be a good one. We talk about practice. Practice. But man, I mean, the wide receivers, this is where you spend all your money clearly because you got Chase Puka, who are both A's. Mike Evans, who I still feel is like, a B at least. And then Addison, Jacoby Myers, and Trey Harris, which Trey Harris, I would like to get him as a bench, guy versus a guy who's like already in the starting lineup because he's still like a C+ guy for me. Yeah, I think I got to give it an A though. I mean, just starting off with Chase and Puka and then Mike Evans. I mean, he'll maintain that score, and then yeah, everybody else is like really solid. It's all solid depth. IDP, Jack Campbell, Henley, Cashman.
Straight cash, homie.
Peyton Wilson, Medalist, Diaby, McLaughlin, Overshone, Witherspoon, Blankenship. Who are the top 5 here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, yeah. So it'd be Campbell, Henley, Cashman, Peyton Wilson, and Medalist. It's not bad. It's not great though. I think I'm gonna say a B for the IDP. And then where's the bench kicking at? Ingram, Spears, Bigsby, Corum, Justice Hill. You have Henry, right? Nope. That was the previous draft. Kasicki, McLaughlin, Burton, Washington, and then Sav Williams. Wood Toker 1 share over there. Maybe this will be the song after all the drafts that I'll throw on in the background because I can't. I don't know how to. I won't be. I can't download that and upload that. So bench. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a B minus. And so what does this all translate to? So it was a B minus, an A, a B, and what did I say for the bench? What am I spacing on? B minus for the bench. Yeah. So the wide receivers bringing the average up. I mean, that I guess that's the only thing that's bringing the average up, because we got the running backs that are a B, or no, we got the quarterbacks that are a B, and then we got the IDP that's a B. So that's maintaining that A average, and then we got the running backs at a B minus. That's really the only thing bringing the average down. The bench with the B minus is neutral. So yeah, this one's going to be an 86. There we go. Crispy said, man, fuck Facebook and Tony.
Man, fuck Tony!
Okay. So we're doing Sibo and then Sam. Okay. We got Hurts and we got Tua. That it. I mean, Hurts is an A, but Tua is like what's it called? Tua is like a B minus. So I think that'd be a B or a B plus. Kind of think it's just tough to drop Hurts down that far. So we're gonna say a B plus for the QBs. And then the running backs, A-Chain, Kamara, Pollard, Scatterbo. Dang, I wouldn't want Scatterbo being in like the starting lineup, just at the beginning. That is I'm gonna say a B for the running backs. And then Travis Hunter, Tyreek Hill, Devonta Smith, and Waddle for the wide receivers. I'm gonna say a B for the wide receivers. And then IDP, Zach Bond, Caden Ellis, nice. Brian Branch, Devontae David, Van Ginkel, Starks, Newbin, Dorian Williams, Trey Walker, Abdul Carter, Jalen Carter, Henry H2O, Thibodeau, Montez Sweat. Dang, dude, you had to have autoed somewhere, right? Mosley, Pittry, McDuffie, Latu. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Where else? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You got 18. That's way too many. You can only play 5 max. So So I'm not saying don't get some extra ones, on top of the 5, but it's like your first 5 are like super important, but then it's like, you need, I don't know, if you get like 7 or 8 more on top of that, that's not like so bad. I mean, I try to get anywhere from 9 to 12. I mean, if you get 9, you got to hope you get lucky and you don't get any injuries. But yeah, 18 that's a little much, because I bet it hurts your bench to a certain extent. But I will give it a B plus. If there's like so many, I can't even give it an A. Hold on a second, guys. All right. Let's see. I tried to wait on Van. What are you talking about? Oh, on Van Ginkel. Yeah, I mean, this one's crazy. I mean, he went crazy with some IDPs. Who knows? Like, I mean, I'm sure Van Ginkel will play, but man, there might be weeks Van Ginkel doesn't even play on this team. Now let's see how the bench shaped out. So Stevenson's the first guy. I mean, that's not too shabby. Hunter Henry, Dallas Goedert, Wan'Dale Robinson, Alec Pierce, Jalen Wright, Ollie Gordon. Yeah, that's it though. Debating if this is like a B minus or a C plus. Yeah, I'm gonna say a C plus. And so let's see how it all shaped out. So B, what did they say, B or B plus for the quarterbacks? I think I said B plus, and then B for the running backs, B for the wide receivers, B plus for the IDP, and then C plus for the bench. So it's the quarterbacks and the IDP bringing the average up. The quarterback, the running backs and the wide receivers both staying, keeping the average where it's at with those B's. And then what did I say? C plus for the bench. So I'd pretty much cancel out one of those B pluses. And so, man, it's crazy. Like, we're getting a lot of similar drafts right now to where, like, no team is like really super top heavy, but every team is like really, really good. And this one's an 86 as well. It had 2 positives, 1 negative. And yeah. All right. Okay, I gotta go drain the main vein. But we got Sam's team is next. And so I'm gonna play a song, and I will be back in a few moments. How about this one?
It's just running great. It's so smooth into the curves. And then what'd you do, Claudio?
I adjust the cast and camber and correct the tire pressure.
Oh, what a difference. Look out, Jack. Hey, get out of here. I'm driving it home. Come on, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm out of here.
All right. Back at it with Sam's. Okay, Kyler, T-Law, Fields, Ward. So he got 4 starting QBs in there. I mean, so Murray and Tila are like B's to me. Fields is like a B minus, and Cam, he is like a C plus for me. So, I mean, the biggest emphasis is going to be on like the top two. So I think we're just going to call this a B overall. And running backs, Gibbs, Hampton, Tracy. I mean, Gibbs is an A. Hampton's like, he's like a B minus or a C plus, and Tracy's like a C plus to me. I think I'm gonna call this a B overall. What happened? Toger One said Husby spacing out. It happens, man. Occupational hazard. Occupational hazard. It's also me just being in like deep thought as well. Okay, it's, you know, it's a lot of deep thought going on. What would I give this? Yeah, because it's like I'm teetering on the B and the B minus, because I mean there's not really much depth either, only having the three guys. So you know, I think I'm gonna lower it to a B minus actually. And then wide receivers, you got Brian Thomas, you got Xavier Worthy.
X gon' give it to you.
And then we got Jerry Jeudy and TJ Hawkinson. Dang it, hold on one second, guys. Hold on one sec, guys. Someone's having problems with the streaming, but it's because they got the old server. Okay. Almost, guys. Sorry. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay. The wide receivers, I feel, I mean, Brian Thomas is like, he's like a B plus to me, but Judy's like a B, Worthy's like a B minus, Hawkinson's kind of like a B minus. I think I'm going to say B for that. And then and we got Foyo Lacoon, Bobby Okereke. He got in the zone.
Get in the zone.
The anal zone. Grenard, Winfield, Joseph, Duggar, Byron Young, Stingley, Chauncey Garner, Byron Murphy, and Chop Robinson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I mean, the top 5 are all solid. Kirby Joseph and Duggar, dope. I mean, Stingley's kind of whatever. I'm going to give it a B+. Because your first 5 are really nice, too. So, we'll give that a B+. And then where's the bench kick in at? Kicks in with Higgins, Pittman, Beck, Braylon Allen, Likely, Dobbins, Dubs, Hopkins, Sanders, Theo Huxtable Johnson. Esteman, Tolbert. I'm gonna say C plus for the bench. And so all in all, what did this end up turning out to be? So it was a B for the quarterbacks. It was B minus for the running backs. B for the wide receivers. B plus for the IDP, and C plus for the bench. Okay, so how does that average out here? Yeah, so really it's the IDP that's bringing the average up. The quarterbacks, wide receivers, they're kind of maintaining the average, and then the running backs and the running backs on the bench are bringing it down. So I think this one is going to turn into an 84. 84 overall. All right. There we go. Thanks for jumping in, Sam. Then Brown, K2, and Armani. Brown, K2, and Armani. Here we go. JJ and Bryce Young. Woo. Howard. Pickett. Levi's. Give that a C plus. Running backs. CMC, Mixon, Judkins. CMC's a B plus, Mixon's like a B, Judkins like a C plus, or I mean B minus or C plus. I'm leaving them at C plus for now. So I'll say a B for the running backs. Wide receivers, CD, Ladd, Kittle, Reed, Ridley, and no, actually that's it. Only 2 quarterbacks. So Reed and Ridley. Lamb's an A. Ladd and Kittle are both B pluses. Reed and Ridley are like B's. So I think I'm going to say B plus for the wide receivers. IDP, Bernard, Luvu, Julian Love, Delpit, Verse, Ashton Davis, Schwessinger, Dodson, Jihad Campbell, Bijan, Kaiser White, Nixon, and Christian Harris. I am going to give that a B. Yeah, we're going to say a B all around for that. Bench starts with Downs, Diggs, Andrews, Kyle Williams, Eckler, Zach Ertz, Rico Dowdle, Arroyo. I think that I would put this at a B minus. Yeah. B minus barely, though. Okay. Where would everything shape out? So it was a C plus. It was a B. It was a B plus. Then a B. And then B minus for the bench. So how did that all shape out? Wide receivers bringing the average up, but that's the only thing, though, right? Yeah, that's the only thing bringing the average up. So the IDP, the RBs bringing the average, well, maintaining the average, and then the quarterbacks and the bench. No, the bench is neutral. Bench was B minus, but the quarterbacks are bringing down the average here. So yeah, really, I guess, yeah, the bad and the good would just cancel each other out, and they would just meet at the 85. There we go. 85 for Brown. All right, where's K2? Oh, yeah, the one spot today. Josh Allen. Wild Stallion! Jared Goff, Matt Stafford. Got 3. Then Hendon Hooker, Garoppolo, and Trubisky, and got all the backups. So I would say, because you have like both Matt Stafford and Goff. I mean, maybe Matt Stafford's like a B minus. Like he's either a B or a B minus. And I think Jared Goff's a B. So I'd give your overall, I'd give it an overall B plus. But then since you got all your backups, I'd bump it up to an A. Running backs, JT, Josh Jacobs, Swift, and Charbonnet. Okay, so it's probably, yeah, it's either a B or a B plus. I think I'm just gonna give it a B plus because it is a little bit top heavy there at with Taylor and Jacobs. And wide receivers, Wilson, Adams, Godwin, and Juwanna Jennings. I'm going to say a B for this whole crew. And IDP, Quincy Williams, Cam Bynum, Lloyd, McFadden, Pace, Zach Allen, Morig, Dre Greenlaw, Deshaun Elliott, Rosenboom, Adebo. And then that Bradley Chubb. I like getting him nice and late because like he gets hurt all the time, but like when he doesn't get hurt, he actually throws up like high scores. How many did you get? You got a lot of IDPs, it seems like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got 12, so it's not that crazy. I don't think I can give it an A though, but I will give it a B plus. And then the bench, Coleman, Egbuka, Ferguson, Rashad White, Strange, man, in the 16th round, Roshan, Taysom Hill, hella late, 28th round. And Noah Gray. Yeah. I'm going to say a B minus. Trying to think if there was enough firepower to make me give this a B, but I don't think so. So we're going to give it a B minus. And that ends up being an A. B plus, B plus on D, And then what did I say? B minus for the bench. Yeah. All right, let's calculate. It's the wide receivers and it's the running backs and the quarterbacks bringing the average up. Same with the IDP. And then you got the wide receivers at a B. This one's tough. This one's tough because I feel like it's an 87. I feel like it's an 87. All right. So there we go. I mean, we got a lot of, it's no coincidence that the teams that are like, doing good are the ones who draft a lot and the ones who are here, getting the draft advice or getting the feedback and stuff. Armani, he had number 2. He's getting in a bunch of these as well. Lamar Jackson, Gino, and Rodgers. I'm going to say it's kind of like a similar situation to like the Hurts and Tua, and then not having any depth besides that. So I'm going to say this is a B. And then Bucky, Harvey, and James Conner. I'm going to say a B. Wide receivers, London, JSN, Travis Kelce, Jameson Williams, Debo, Ricky Pearsall. Or wait, no, you only got 2 QBs. So not Ricky Pearsall, Debo, though. I'm going to say a B plus for those wide receivers. And then IDP, Edrin Cooper, Jesse Bates, Patrick Queen. She's a killer queen. Hendrickson. Yes, sir. K2. Appreciate you, bro. Trey Hendrickson, Brandon Jones, Xavier McKinney. Let's go give it to you. What? Brian Burns. Highsmith, Rousseau, Kevin Byers. That was a good, nice, and late pick. Harrison Smith, Teron Johnson, and Donovan Wilson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just counting all these IDPs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Man. Yeah, I felt like it was. It's funny because I say like 12 is okay, but 13, I'm like, oh, goddamn. But I feel like it's top heavy enough to give a B plus. Yeah, it's just like if you draft more than, I feel like if you draft more than 12 people automatically, like, or maybe like 11, then I'm automatically like judging it a little bit harder. Where's the bench kick in at? Ricky P, Blue, Ray Davis, Firemuth. Nick Chubb. So I'm gonna say, did I say a B plus on the IDP? Yeah. We're going Is there enough firepower on the bench to get to a B minus? I mean, I do like Freiermuth in the 17th and Ray Davis. I don't know about Blue. You picked him way too high. Ricky P, and I like a little hammy injury, but I won't hold that against him because it's so early. And Thielen, even forgetting in the 20th, in the 20s, still not too shabby. I'm going to say a B minus for the bench. So all in all, we got, it was a B, then a B, then a B plus, then a B plus, and a B minus. So you got 2 B pluses and 2 Bs, and then 1 B minus. Yeah, this one, it's crazy. This one's also going to be an 87. And like, you look at it, it's like at the front of the draft. So like, these are the guys, they get the earliest third picks, the earliest fifth picks, And yeah, I don't even, coincidence? I think not. Top of the draft, man. If you draft well, yeah, sky's the limit. Last year, it was the number 4 spot that won it all. All right. Here we go. I'm going to roll the credits. Make sure you guys stay through the credits. Make sure you jump into tomorrow's draft. And don't forget, we're going to be doing morning drafts on Saturday and Sunday starting next week as well. Jamie said, if you throw in a super chat, your grade goes up 2 points. Shout out to all the executive producers, now co-producers on the screen, associate producers. We appreciate you guys. All our epic supporters, appreciate you. All the awesome supporters, appreciate you and salute. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Go to 420crew.com. Go get signed up.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans. Here comes the